With audio being such a crucial component of video production, it's really important to make sure that you're always capturing great sound. A common technique in the wedding and event video world is to use audio splitters to allow you to record the same feed to several different tracks. Audio splitters are relatively cheap to buy and come in a range of different connections. Just make sure before you buy that you've checked the microphone and recorder you're using and are buying the right connections for your equipment. For example, these XLR splitters come in both male and female connection options, so just make sure you're getting the right connections to fit in with your setup. In this example, we're using a Sennheiser Wireless Lav Mic, and we're going to use an audio splitter to record this feed to two different channels on our Zoom H6 audio recorder. Track 1 is going to be our primary audio track, and in our audio test we're going to want to set this up so the level is coming to around minus 12 decibels. Track 1 is going to be the track we're going to intend to use in our edit, but we're now going to set up track 2 as a safety backup track. We're going to set up track 2 at a lot lower level than track 1, just so the volume's reaching about minus 24 decibels. And the reason for this being, if the subject or the audio starts to get a lot louder or a person laughs, it avoids the problem of the audio hitting the top of the meter, hitting 0 decibels, where you're going to start to get some clipping and distortion and the audio might become unusable. As we set up track 2 as a safety backup track, we can now always rely to fall back on that track and use that in the edit if for any reason track 1 gets too loud and we get clipping or distortion. There are so many different ways to use audio splitters to help with your production. You could, for example, send one feed of your audio into an audio recorder and the other feed directly into the camera, so you've got 2 options there. You could even use an audio splitter to send the audio feed into 2 different separate audio recorders, so that's a safety backup option in case one of those audio recorders crashes or one of the memory cards corrupt. As a final note, many production cameras do have the ability in camera to be able to split one of the audio sources across 2 separate channels in the recording. For example, on our Canon C200 here, with the lav mic going into input 1, we can set this input to record to both tracks 1 and 2 within the camera. And then again, we can set the volume levels in camera, so track 2 is a little bit quieter than track 1, so we've got a primary and a backup audio track. Hopefully these are a few techniques you can take into your production to help get better audio and also have more backup options just in case.